Hi Internet, it's Whitney with Spiral 16. I'm video blogging today because we recently transformed our Insight Summary page into a custom reporting page. What makes this change significant is that it allows you to design the page based on the data that you want to see. Instead of explaining how to do this with text and images, I'm going to actually show you with one of the insights that I run on our company every day. What we're looking at here is the new Insight Summary page. This page gives you bits of information about every part of your ecosystem. What's different is now this information comes in a set of gadgets that you drag and drop and rearrange on the page. I'll be selecting gadgets based on what I want to see every morning. Currently, I'm looking at the default template. This is the customized report all of our clients see when they first log into their Insight. I'm going to clear all of these gadgets so I have a clean canvas to work with. Now I'm going to select the gadgets that I want to place on the dashboard. First, I want the Insight Information gadget. This gives me an overview of the Spiral 16 ecosystem. So with this gadget, I can see how many web pages and separate domains are in the ecosystem. And then I want to add the site type breakdown gadget. This is a pie chart that organizes all of the web pages and categorizes them. This graph helps me see the diversity of our web presence. For example, a huge chunk of our ecosystem is currently social networks. If that were to decrease and the company organization section were to increase, we may not be generating as much conversation as we used to. Next to the pie chart, I want the semantic cloud. This gadget gives me the most frequently used words on the web pages in our ecosystem, and it can also be edited depending on what I want to see. Now I can see the language that our audience uses to talk about our company and spot areas of interest based on this semantic analysis. Under the site type breakdown graph, I'm going to put a new gadget called the top engagement targets. This is brand new and gives me a top 10 list of the most influential web pages in our ecosystem. It can also be edited, so I'm going to switch it to show the top engagement targets by individual URL instead of by domain. Next to the engagement targets, I'm dropping in the Insight Growth gadget. This shows me on a day-to-day basis how many web pages are coming into the ecosystem. I can also edit this to show me specific dates. Let's say I wanted to monitor Q1 growth versus Q2 growth. I can look at those graphs and export the data. I'll also add two more gadgets before I finish up. The first one is the sentiment breakdown. This gives me a bird's eye view of sentiment about Spiral 16. I can also change this to show me different periods of time, but for now I'll leave it as is. Finally, I'm adding the Twitter search gadget. By default, this gadget searches for Twitter, so I'm going to change the search to Spiral 16. Now it'll update, and if I see a tweet I want to add to the ecosystem, I just click the green plus sign. I've added all the gadgets I want to the report, but let's say I want to rearrange the order. All I have to do is drag and drop them on the dashboard. I can edit this at any time, so if one metric becomes more important than the other, I can move it to the top of my report. Now that my report is the way I want it, I want to save it as a template. That way, every time I log into Spark, the dashboard is exactly the same way. Remember that this template is customized for my needs. You can arrange the gadgets any way that you want and make multiple templates with different designs. We created the reporting page to serve your objectives. If you have any questions or you want to see an in-depth demo, shoot us an email at engage@spiral16.com. We'll see you next time.